Yeah. Whoa. Technical difficulties. And yeah, I'm not ready. Not ready. Said it was going to start. I'm not ready. Oh, yeah, Nate. Hey. Oh, yeah. I was going to do something to turn that off. I don't think I can, actually. Look at settings or something. Oh, that's not in the right spot. I knew it. I wasn't ready. I'm like, oh, it's already 2:30? Jeepers. What's going on here? Make some adjustments. We'll see if this works. So we're in here. Well, that's a good hairdo, man. What's going on there? Had a little alfalfa thing going on. Yeah. All right. So yeah, back in the Kerbal Space Program 2, Stufflebeam, and trying to figure this out. So we went through the training already. We sent a rocket. We sort of orbited the moon. Sort of. We got like close enough to say, hey, that was a moon. Came back. Yeah. And then, well, I don't have it on video, but of course I tinkered with some stuff. Trying to work out some rotation. I mean, that's rotating. Huh. That's certainly rotating stuff. Let's see. Make sure that's working and all, right? Yeah. Okay, then. Is there audio coming from that? There is. I just can't hear it because I don't have my earbuds in. My goodness. That would be fun. So, let's launch some stuff here and stare at things for a while. I'm going to get a cup of coffee started. Do I got this in view? Kind of. And that there. Yeah, I think I can hear things now. All right, well, see. Boy, the audio came right up on that, didn't it? Does each one have a little sound bite? That one, boop boop. Yeah. All right. Let's climb into the vehicle assembly building. What's going on here? Something's not right. There we are. Get snugly in here. All right. This is a contraption I was working on that just currently is not going to work. You know, what did I do? Put some wheels on it to get this centerpiece to rotate. But there's a lot of problems with it that I'll just, you know, have to revisit as time goes on. Not ready for it anyway, I guess. But yeah, let me show you what I'm talking about, right? Everything's nice and lined up as is, right? I had to move some pieces around with this fancy gadget, right? Connected these wheels and moved them into place so it's nice and rocket shape. Yeah. All lined up. Got a wheel here and a wheel there with the idea that, you know, you could turn the wheels on and this centerpiece will spin around and, you know, there's 4 offshoots from it that we can go off of and make a nice little ring around it and have some artificial gravity. Yeah. You know, it's first attempt. I think the way it did it in KSP1 was with these, whole bunch of these all lined up and spinning around inside a tube. Not like that, but I was like, hey, but one of these big wheels just fits right in there. So I tried that. And that it doesn't work isn't really, well, that's an issue. And then this thing, I'm not, I don't know why it won't go on correctly. Gotta be me. That doesn't look right. Anyway, I don't know. I guess not that it really needs one anyway, but it was just a test, right? It doesn't even have a rocket on it. Just want to get it out here, but look what happens. That's not lined up at all. The wheel's sticking out the side. Right? I'm not sure what's going on with that. So that's, some things for me to learn about as we move forward. See, because otherwise you just, kind of, where is it? Get on it. Where is it? Click it. Oh, I think that we have it engaged. It's just the W button. I'll start it moving. Yeah, forward or backward for the S to a stop. But it doesn't turn my stuff like I anticipated. Doesn't even fit in there like the way it was. They both turn. I'd have to reverse one, but huh. Right, you can get them going nice and slow. That one's not turning at the same speed though. Interesting. I have to mess with that a little bit more. But that's something I'm tinkering with because, yeah, it's just something that, mostly aesthetics, I'm sure. See if we can peek inside. Yep. I think it's Bill in there in the capsule. Yeah. Bill's on board. Yeah. I think you can even see, yeah, you can see the top of his helmet through the window. A little bit of his forehead. So there's that. And that's the whole thing, right? It's not working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop off real quick and start a fresh coffee going. I can just sit here and look at my failure for a second. While I do that, I'll be right back. Okay, coffee's brewing. So there's that. That's going to make the day a little better. Yes, sirree. That'll just hang right there. So this isn't going anywhere for a while. It wasn't intended to, really. All right. Oh, I should have used that, shouldn't I have? Or I can use that. Take us back to the vehicle assembly building. Well, let's assemble a building. A rocket. So yeah. How many will that hold? That hold 3 of them? It says the mass of it. The next thing down, max temperature that will withstand. Impact tolerance, 15 meters a second. That's better than 10. Electric charge. This is what it's got on board, and it's got some monopropellant. 0.12 tons of it. The electric charge, 150 units of it, I'm assuming the U is. These are kind of cool. Different capsules of sorts. Nice lander pod. We'll probably need one of those. Yes, we will. Yeah. Let's make a contraption with... How many does it hold? Does it say in the little fine print up there that I can't read? Something, the rounded shape of the MK13 dumbbell. All right, gumbell? Gumball. Okay. Right. Where are my glasses? It may remind Jeb of his favorite snack. Yeah, gumball. I get it. But this is no softy. It is equipped with a sizable battery and monopropellant storage. It boasts, and there's more there. How do we read that? If I click on it, it just puts it out there, and I can't get over here to scroll down. It used to be that you could, you see this, that you could right click on it and it would hold there, and you could then move your cursor over to it and read more. That's not an option anymore. They've changed the way that does it, or it just doesn't do it anymore. Those are things yet to come. Wait a minute, what's it say down here? I can make it a favorite by the center click. Shift to view more. Gosh, why don't I pay attention? Read the manual. Oh, wait. Oh, we did it. Oh, but I can't scroll over to it and like use my cursor to help my eyeballs focus. So it boasts a powerful reaction wheel capable of stabilizing even large craft. That's amazing. And it says a bunch of other stuff there. That's a little thing that's in my way. Oh, that's the green tag from this itself. Well, if I get rid of that, I'm learning. Oh, I can't. Are there more things to do? No. I could add it to a favorite. But otherwise, yeah, a little bit more information there. For those who need to know. Where does it tell me how many people I can, or Kerbals I can get on board? Crew required 1. Well, sure, it requires at least 1, but will only 1 fit in it? Maybe. That's a 1-seater. That's a one-seater, one-seater. Are they all one-seaters? Just that it requires one, but there's more seats, and I can't see where it says its capacity. Just put it out there. Go over here. How many people got on board? 1, but there's 2 more seats. That's a total of 3. It's the MK1-3. 1 to 3? What's this called? Just a tin can. I get it. It's in the name. 1 to 3. The gumball. Three seats. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Wow. See, now that's impressive. That there's all that gadgetry in there. That's a step up. You see the hatch there on the... it's a little off, maybe. The shadows are off. The shadows are off. Like, that's what it works out with all the refraction from the glass and all. That's pretty sweet. I'm sitting here and be impressed for a minute. I mean, look at that. The things, you know, it's got that and everything. And the foot pedals. Yeah, that's impressive. Okay. You betcha. Let's use it. So something like this, I tend to be pretty wasteful with the fuel. So I need to bring some fuel to carry the fuel that I'm going to waste. Generally. Is that a big one? That's not a big one. We don't want to just pop it on there like that. I got a little carried away, I think. But that's in the size, we're in the size range. The mediums, we're still not dealing with the big boys yet, huh? Alright, I gotta go in the trash can to get rid of it. I gotta remember that. It's all me. You know. Not being used to things. Oh, I bet you that coffee's about done. This isn't, you know, just getting started. That's our capsule, right? Oh, look at that. You see the foot pet. Look at all the buttons. I was saying I kind of missed that you could push the C button and hop inside the capsule. At least when it's on the launch pad when you're flying. And I don't think this has that option. Or if it does, I haven't found the button. It's not the C button anymore. Or I'll try that again. See if it works this time. But it's cool that they have such an awesome interior. They're like, well, if you can look in the windows, what do you need to climb in there for? I want to get inside. And I guess... Oh, can I? Nope. Can't zoom in enough to be inside of it. Or can I? Nope. Once you click and rotate, it pops you out. Okay. Maybe if I just, you know, learn how to do this a little better. Okay, for now, we're gonna need stuff like a parachute. I think it's this one? No. It's extra small. Probably... No. Too small. Too small. Oh, that's right. At this stage, I'd be tempted to do that. However, I got to think a little bit about this. I think we're going to want this, the Clampotron. Is that the senior? That's a large one. I think this is the one that fits. No, it's too big. This one? Yeah. Clampotron Junior, or just regular. That's the Junior. Kerbins can fit through it, I think. Small docking port designed to attach to any other docking port of the same diameter. This includes what? Shielded. What? I don't get that. Inline and the MK2 variants. Ah, the other variants to it. I see. Okay, as long as they have the same diameter, which includes those models. I'm catching up. It's also just large enough for the Kerbal helmet to fit through. Good, that's what we needed to know. Making it a vast improvement over the Clamp Junior. Yeah. Good. Got the right one. So you're going to have to get out of the capsule and go into the lander to go land. Or maybe just make this a lander, huh? Go that route. Could be a little more difficult, though. Trying to think if I've actually carried that out once upon a sometime. Anyway, since that's being occupied, can't really have that involved anymore. It's going to need some side action. A couple on, one on each side. Something like that. Looks like it's covering up the window. I'm not sure. It might be. Oh, that was in the same spot. Yeah, now it's covering up that window. A little bit on each. That's all right. Won't be a big deal. I hope. And hopefully those two are enough. Probably need 4 of those. And then it's going to look dumb. It's going to be covering up windows and the hatch. That's all right. I think it'll still work. Better have too many than not enough. I'm thinking. Just more mass I got to carry as well, though, right? Time for that cup of coffee. So I think this is more or less ready to do its thing. I mean, theoretically, you know, just off the top of my head, it's the capsule that's going to carry the Mun lander to the moon. Should say the moon. And wait for it in orbit. And then when it gets back up, dock with it and bring everybody back home. I think that's kind of the mission plan. It's difficult. So I'm gonna need coffee. I'll be right back. And unmute that. Yes. Good. All right. Let's go to the moon. How do we get there? Where are we going to need rockets? Yeah. It's going to withstand a little bit of heat, but we're going to want to withstand a lot more. Where's the... the heat stuff there? Under thermal. Thank you. Medium. Heat shield. Yes. It'll withstand a temperature of 2000 Kelvin. Or Kerbals. Whatever. 2000s of them. We're set. Now we need a coupler. Not the small, but the medium size. So we can get rid of everything below that. I'm ready to come back. Wait a minute. See, yeah, I don't think I'm good enough to be able to build a ship that's going to hold both this and the module. The whole Apollo style, where we launch into orbit, and then this thing undocks, spins around, comes in, and connects to the lander and pulls it out of the main ship. Wouldn't that be cool if I could do that? I'm thinking there'll be a rendezvous that'll have whatever carries this up there. The sequel of it will carry the lander up there. They'll rendezvous in orbit and go from there. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I can do this. Well, what would that need? Anyway, this needs some fuel, so let's put some fuel on it and an engine. And then I'll start thinking about the other. That's not going to be enough, is it? Not a chance. You need something like that. Maybe even a couple of these on the side. Yeah. Motors. Looking for something that does really good in the vacuum. It's the last digits on there. The 315 seconds of specific impulse. What's going on here? I don't need 4 of them on the one spot. I don't know what else we got though. What's this do? It's 320. That looks cool. Tiny little guy. It's probably going to need a little bit more too though in the... Sure looks cool. Oh, that's the methanol. That's the funny fuel burning one. What? Oh, that would just about fit on there, wouldn't it? What is it? Doesn't do well. It does in vacuum pretty good. The skipper. Skipper fits pretty good on there. What's this one? The main cell. That's a bit bigger. Doesn't do as good in vacuum though. But how's it look? Looks really cool. How's that do in the atmosphere? It's not as good as Skipper. We'll have the Skipper. This one's way too large. Too big. That one. Look at that. Now we're going places. Burned through all our fuel though, yeah. Somewhere on there it says the rate. That it goes through fuel. Not seeing it right off the top. There it is, oxidizer and methane. So yeah, methane is the burning stuff and the oxidizer helps the methane burn. Not gonna sit here and nitpick. Looks like a cool motor. Let's try it out. Take us to the moon. Now then, I'll put one of those on there. There's more to come. But also, I think I need that momentarily. I think I just don't think the way that I burn through fuel, it's not enough. Yeah, so we're gonna need to take some more with us. One on each side works the best. Otherwise, it could be problematic. I think I got that on there straight. I thought I asked for 2 of them. Probably did. I didn't put 2 of these. Oh, I didn't put 2 of these on there. Did 2 go on? Yes. Should be rocking and rolling now. Now the question is, should we change up the motors on the outside? Is there something that's... Yeah, we got the best one out there. Should go 3 times that. Those are too big, I think. No? Goes through a lot of fuel, though. Be a lot of thrust. I don't think we need that much. We might just want to take the one engine. Some fuel lines. You could get a little arrow on it. Yep. Alright, I think... Yeah, I had a little trouble with these before. Can we get a cool one to go on there? Awesome. It's weird. Okay. Close. Yes. Where was it? I missed it. Color palette. There. Particular part. I don't know how to do this. Alright, leave it alone. We'll mess with colors when I'm more familiar with that, I guess. That not a close button right there? Oh, I gotta click here. Go away. Am I allowed to not change something once I've opened this? Or like you have to do something now that you've opened it? And I'm not smart enough. Huh. Still won't go away. Anybody see an exit? But nope, that's exit the whole game. This must be a real important part of the game. I can move it up and down, but not side to side. Is that the close button? That's not a... It's kind of like this one. It's like a real important part of the game. But this one just seems to be in my way. Do I have to just live with that being there now? How do you close it? Yeah, whatever, go away. Wow. Alright. It's gotta be. What's all this? Oh yeah, working on that rotation stuff. I have here. This is a moon ship. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, it must be on cap locks. Oh wait, no. What's this? Workspace file name. Okay. You'll turn it off, turn it back on again. Yay. Alright, I'll never touch that button again. Okay. Where were we? Not sure why that's out there in the middle of nowhere. Is it one of these things that I can turn off? Like this flag, can I get rid of that? Or is it one of those things that it must be super important that this flag stays there the entire time? You know? I mean, so important when you go to pick your astronauts, even. Oh, I see me trying to be a smart ass. Loving it. So yeah, fuel. However, let's get another motor. Is that the one we were using before? Nah. What's that? Oh, that's the seat that you can put on the outside of your rocket. These are cool. I think I'll probably use that one eventually. Oh, that one there. Yes. How many does it hold? TR3, so probably 3. That's cool. Can you see inside those windows? Someday, it's gonna look cool on a ship. Be an interplanetary ship. Yes, it will. It's gonna be awesome. What are these? Oh, the guidance wheels, yeah. Those are cool. Alright, what was I doing? Oh, motors. AKA engines. Skippers, I think, we're using those. So how about... Is there a hotkey for that? Used to be... I forget now. Used to be X or Z or something like that. That's a nice looking ship. It's going to take us to the moon. I think that'll work. Not quite done. It's going to need solar panels and some battery action, huh? Oh, nice. Let's back up a little bit and just add us a little more there. A little more there. Well, actually, yeah, we don't need to take that battery with us. How do I do this? Be smarter than the battery. Yeah. We don't need that battery covering up our heat shield when we're trying to come in. Where's the heat shield? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Whoop. Some cool sounds and sparks effects are cool. The sun. I noticed it's a red star this time around. Or if it was before, I hadn't noticed that, but I have noticed it now. Which makes sense. It's a much smaller system. Little red star blazing away out there. That's cool. Next. See now, I'm almost tempted. See, we'll put a thing on it to cover that up. We're ready to put a next stage down here. Some big muscle to put that thing in orbit and put it in orbit with enough fuel that it can rendezvous with the capsule and take it to the moon and bring it back. Yeah. See, but right now would be the time that just take a lander with us kind of a thing, right? Then when we get up into orbit, detach, spin around, latch onto it, and pull it out of its snuggy spot. Which, what, do we have things like that? What am I thinking of? What's it called? These things, is that right? No, those are the... Well, we need that, sure, but... the cover it up stuff. I forget what they're called. Fairings? Is that right? No, that's not what they're called. Is it? Maybe. Can't remember. I'll know it when I see it. The way this snaps on there, right? Boom. But you can like build that part manually. These. A fairing, yeah, a protective fairing. Okay. See if we do something like this. Oh, come on. I don't know how that works. Is it lined up? Is that attached? Doesn't look like it's attached. Oh, I gotta do this. Oh, it's gotta be like a sub-assembly thing going on, huh? Boop, 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 boop. Ooh. Ooh. So I could make it big. Yeah. Boop. That's not gonna work. How is this gonna work? I don't know. I've never done it. That's why. I've not done it before. So that's why I haven't done it. Because I can't figure that out. Maybe I should figure that out someday. But not today. This kind of makes me happy thinking about using big old tank down there. Won't go on like that. What do we need? Some adapters. Might as well be fuel. That's not large enough. Oh, because it's extra large. Yeah, and I'm sure, you know, there comes a point where now I'm just accommodating fuel and weight that it's probably unnecessary. But it looks cool. Might be a more efficient way to do this, but that looks alright. Got to use the big tank. So, up here. Yep. Camera actions kind of takes some getting used to. I like this little checker mark stuff. What's that bloop sound? I think it's part of the... Yeah, it's one of those bloop 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 bloops. That it just randomly does bloops. That'd be under sound effects. What's this? Voiceover level. Kerbal IVA. IVA. It's supposed to be real obvious what that stands for. Something voice assistant, maybe? I don't know. Interactive voice? I don't know. It's probably that one, maybe. Just a bit. That's a tiny little motor on there. What's this one? The Mammoth 2. What's that put out? 270? What's this put out? 180. Oh, that's 185. Why does this seem so small? Oh, maybe I was looking at, yeah, the thrust, not the specific impulse. That's 4,250. That's 650 for 4. Yeah, we'll take that one. The mammoth. The rhino. That's cool. That's 1750 in thrust and vacuum. What's it at atmosphere? It's 1500. What's this one at atmosphere? 3701. Looking at the thrusts at atmosphere. 1 ATM. It's on the ground. I think we got the big one. The good choice. But now I think, you know, we're going to do that, but down here. Why? I think it looks cool. Oh, should I do this one? Just to have it squared off and make it look cool that way? Maybe a different nose cone on it as well? Maybe. Try that. So let's get some couplers out. We'll even try some cool stuff here. Oh, is that going on the other side as well? It is. See it? It's highlighted. We'll try that one there. What's this? Aerodynamic decoupler. Let me just look at that, see what it is. Oh, it's fins that'll fall off when we're done with them, huh? That's pretty cool. This too? Huh. For airplanes and whatnot, I guess, or some ships. What's this? Ah, maybe I want that. Ah, we'll use that on the boosters. Was it this one I was wanting to see? Not bad. That'll work. What kind of nose cones we got for him? What's this? Wow, cool. Bloop, bloop. That sound. Where does it come in? When I go bloop? No. Maybe I ought to rotate them, huh? Might be cool. And then what kind of nose cone thing can go on that? It's in the aerodynamics section. Oh, it was there for a second, and I messed it up. Find the pixel. Is that it? On there right? Correctly? I think so. I don't know if that looks cool or not. Do they flare out a little bit? It's weird. Which might be kind of cool to when we want to get rid of them, that they'll fall away. I don't think that's what I'm after there. It kind of look cool though. Nope, that's not it either. May not have much of a choice then, huh? Nope, I might not. I think that's all our alternative. And then that's probably too small. No. That'll work. Not small. Okay. That was the right one to go on there. Ah, I see it. Get them the flat side on the correct. orientation, that'll be all right. I think they need a little structural integrity. Oh, the other ones too. Okay, let's go up. I put in the pipelines. I didn't attach any. Hold on, buddy. This is going to get wild. Sticks. Somewhere around there. It doesn't have to be perfect. It'll hold. And just for good measure, up here as well. Down low and up high. Keep your rocket stiff, man. Don't want the rocket going limp. Get all noodly. It's not good. Nobody likes a noodly rocket. Well, maybe some marinara sauce likes a noodle. That's weird that... Okay. I was like, is that thing gonna go away? Oh. How did I get shifted over? Must have clicked on this, so now I'm centered on it. But if I click on that, it'll dismantle. Maybe just right up in the middle here for this one. One on each side. That's a dumb idea. It's not what I wanted to happen. That is what happened, so we'll leave it at that. Oh, yeah. Close enough. Leave it alone. Walk away. Walk away. And drive you crazy. Motors down here on the underneath side. It's probably going to look a little funny because that's not round, right? Oh, is there adapters for something cool to go on down there? Not skippers. Marshalls, rhinos. Not rhinos. That looks cool though. A little weird on the side. But maybe those will fit on there. That gives us a bunch of kick in the pants. This one also goes down here. Where'd it go? Yep, all three of them down there. Then there's that. Yep. And this isn't needed anymore. Alright. Get rid of that. Those two and that one. That one's not needed anymore. And we could get rid of those and that. And yeah, on the way. As we get back. Right. Now, does that tell me how much Delta V they all have? No, I'm just going to have to do guesswork, I guess, or it's probably in here somewhere. Maybe. Too hard to find. Yeah, well, here's the planner. It tells us how much we need. Is there something that tells us how much we got? It's supposed to be. Telling me that's how much we got. We could go to Jewel. Maybe I overdid it. I mean, that's for a good pilot, maybe. That's what that's saying. A one-way trip. Think we're covered? No? I don't know. Think not. Okay, think not. But for what? It's looking at Jewel. What do we? Oh, Bop. There we go. I'm getting there. Learning how to do this. We wanted to go there. Here's what we need. You're cleared to proceed. What about a round trip? Oh no, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't. Right. You ain't coming back. All right. Well, good. I didn't think we were done. I think though, all that we really need, put some boosters on there. That'll get us. But we're also going to be carrying a moon lander with us, which isn't going to change too much for the numbers, I hope. It could change everything. Because the lander's got to carry enough fuel to land on the moon and then get back up into orbit. And then we got to carry all that with it. Oh, how's that going to work? Differently. Just a little bit differently. That's how. We'll think about that when we get there. That sound right there. What the heck is that sound? Is that like the autosave or something? Right, it won't leave the launch pad in its current state. Thrust to weight ratio is less than 1. Personally, I'm more comfortable when we get up around 1.4. It's been a while as the sun crosses the sky. Time's ticking. I know. It takes a long time to do this stuff. We need couplers. I think I wanted to use those really big ones just to see how these work. I don't think that went on there straight. Try that again. Here we are. Big boosters. I think we got ones that will totally do the job. Probably just put one of these out there. One of these. Just set the capsule on top of one of them. And away you go. But because I want to bring all these extra fuel with us. Might even need a couple more. Let's see, let me replace this. That's about as high as I can get them, huh? That'll have to do. Some aerodynamics on them. Groovy. Oh, they're going to need some structural integrity. Giving us a boost. Something down here. It's attached there, I know. Used to be the shift button that you would hit to go up and down. So keep going for it. Boost. Give us a boost. Alright. Now where did they wind up? Yep, they're down here on the bottom. That's fine. Those should be the first thing to go. Now can we adjust the boost level on them? Can adjust how much they have on them. Oh, they pitch yaw and stuff. But we can't control the thrust rate anymore. Once upon a day, used to be able to, because otherwise they're just going to be maximum burning. We'll have to throttle down on these. Unless, of course, even putting those on still hasn't given us enough giddy up. Where was that report? It was on this one. No? Close. Engineer report. Got problems. Yep. So we added some thrust, did we? No, where are they? Oh, all of these go on this here as well. Now we're talking. Now we got plenty. More than ample. But like I said, these 3 engines will get turned down to like a quarter power or something once we clear the pad. Because otherwise, yeah, we'd get a lot of problems with heating on the way out. I don't even know if Kerbal Space Program 2 actually models that anymore, or yet. Because there's certainly no heating effects visually. Group? That sounds going to drive me crazy. Bet that's what it is. I mean, I can't bet. I don't know what it is. Starting to get the hunch, though. It's like the autosave every 2 minutes or whatever it does. It gives you a little audible bloop, bloop. Maybe, I'm guessing. Maybe it's something else. It's trying to get my attention. It's not doing a good job. It's just being annoying. Alright. I think that's ready to fly. Go put that up in orbit and worry about our next step while it sits up there and thinks about its poor life decisions and that it put us in charge. The 3 Kerbals that are going in. So Bob's in there. Valentina, yep, take a seat. Jebediah. Yeah. Good enough. Some old favorites. What else though? We're not ready to launch, but get yourselves ready. Like they do with astronauts. Get yourself seated and just sit there and wait. Are they actually in there now or not yet? When we put them on the launch pad, they'll be inside. But that's the thing, right? We'll just send this up in orbit, let it sit there, and we'll come back into the bay here, and they'll be out there orbiting, and we'll use this assembly, assuming it works for this launch, to more or less get a same rocket, but instead of this capsule, we'll put a lander up there and put one of those fairings over it and launch it up to rendezvous with the carrier. The moonship. That's what we called it. Yeah, moonship A-17. And we'll get a lander A-17 to go with it. What am I saying? We need one of these, I think. It's a big ship. It needs some support. Feel like that should do the job, but still looks very rickety and like way the F up here. So let me see if I can get everything a little closer to the ground. I'm not sure if that matters, that they'll just kind of set it out there at a proper height. Hopefully we are good to launch. So let's give it a second here. I can't even get these controls to work for me. There we go. I'm trying to see my rocket. Let's see. Yeah, final stage, 4 parachutes, hoping that'll be enough to bring us back. Yeah, we'll get rid of those when we're back to Kerbal. Unless we use them up getting to the moon, and then we'll just get rid of them. We'll just leave them in orbit at the moon for now or something. Or send them out into deep space, I don't know. However it works. That's to get rid of the bottom stage. Hopefully everything below this ring will get us into orbit, or maybe just using a little bit of the fuel above it and not much else. And then, yep, all the stuff below. We can get rid of that. Yep, we can get rid of those and that. Hopefully that'll be the first thing to go. Oh, I didn't tie in, did I? We tied in the fuel tanks from above, but I didn't tie these ones in. Fuel lines. So the outer tanks will feed into the middle tank. Right? So all 3 engines will be drinking all of the fuel. But when these outer tanks empty first, the middle tank still will be full. We can drop these outer tanks and the engines, losing all that weight, and have a full tank in the center. Got it. Okay. Those should not let go before the motors fire, but at the same time, motors fire and they let us go all at once. That used to be problematic back in the first days with Kerbal Space Program 1, because you'd let it go and the engines would just start firing, but you don't have any boost, so you'd fall to the ground and then go bounce a little bit. But they'd fixed that in most recent years, but this is an entirely new game that's early access, and it does very much have the feel sometimes of the very early days of Kerbal Space Program 1, when there wasn't much to it. Let's go launch it. I think we're ready for that. Out to the launch pad. Give it a save. Really? Doesn't, well, otherwise it just quick saves. I get it. Okay, I haven't. It's a different system. Whoa. Little rickety. It's a big ship, isn't it? It's probably not the most fuel efficient. Like, we could probably go the same distance with less weight and less fuel if I built it more efficiently. I'm hoping it'll do the job. I forgot to check on our thing whether or not we actually can get back now that I added these, because I added them and checked that we'd be able to get off the launch pad, and I was just assuming doing that would then get us enough to go there and back. Can't remember checking. So sorry about that, but let's go back for one moment. It won't do us any good to get all the way there and find out we don't have enough fuel to get back. So let me take a moment to check that information. One of these buttons. Engineer's report. No, that's the one that tells us we'll get off the pad, all right. Which one? Trip planner. One-way trip. We're okay with that. Oh, no, wrong place. We want to pick the moon. We're going to the moon. It's closest moon to Kerbal. Yeah, all clear for launch if we wanted a one-way trip. What about a round trip? Math just isn't adding up. I get it. I get it. So yeah, it's not ready to go yet. We are not ready to go. What are we missing then? I should have paid more attention to that. They probably didn't tell us. They're just like, nope. You need more is what you need. Yeah, we need just a little more. It's about 600. No, what is it? 800 and some change. More Delta V. And I don't know if boosters are the things. Here's what we're going to do. Because we've got plenty of thrust on the launch pad right now, I think. Going to make those tanks bigger. Well, one on each side, thank you. Let's see if that does it. How much juice is in them? Not like that's going to really tell me. Probably would if I did the math on it, but I'm going to let the computer do that. How about now? We got closer. Okay, it is going to have to be the big tanks. Where'd they go? I'm in the wrong place. Where was it? Mediums. Fact. Okay, what's the tonnage difference between this one? Just to pay a little attention here. Oh, it is methylox or whatever, that fuel. So that other little engine would work. Never mind. I never paid attention to that. Just liquid fuel. Am I putting the wrong fuel on board? Monopropellant. Okay. And there's this type of fuel. The xenon. And there's hydrogen fuel. Okay. All right. I think before they just called this liquid fuel. If they did call it the methanlox or whatever. Am I saying that right? Whatever it is. I hadn't paid attention. When I'm looking, right, this is the same size as the two of them. Do I save a little weight if I get rid of the two and put on one on each side? Mass 36 tons, and this is 18 is 36. It's the same. And you get the same amount. So it's just a fashion thing, whether you want to have two or one. Okay. No, genuinely. For convenience and all that, and actually, dang. That's weird how that camera snaps like that. That looks funny, but oh, that could make things a little difficult for docking as well. You know what we could do? And what's this? We're still not adding up. I was closer before, wasn't I? So is the extra weight that I put on now. What if I take off the motors? There it is. So if we can do it with just the one motor up top, just using all of this fuel with the one motor, it'll do it properly. Found a way to get rid of some weight. However, now that I'm thinking about it, right, we still have to carry the lander, the landing capsule, and its fuel. How are we going to build this? I don't know how much fuel it needs. It needs some more fuel. Also, what is this? What is this actually saying? Because this will get us to low Kerbal, then to the moon intercept, then low orbit of the moon. It'll take us all the way down to the surface and back. Oh, that's what it's saying. And okay, we got plenty then. We got plenty, because this is, I don't plan it to actually land this. The thing that it's going to carry is actually going to do the landing. So this thing is the thing that's going to need to be able to have 580 plus 580, 280, 280. So we double all that. It's going to need, well, there's 1,000, 1,400, 15, 16, 17 something ish in Delta V. Yeah, and then this should all work, and we should be able to get home with a little extra and change. I could probably put those other two motors back on. If I don't need them. May not need them. Okay. And we'll worry about that when we get this into orbit. And it'll just sit there in orbit waiting for us. Right? That's the plan. Get something launched. Get it into orbit. And then we'll come back and put a lander on top of this and launch it again. The rendezvous, be a big happy event, right? Sure. Maybe. Yeah. And this is probably what I'll use to, you know, after I launch this, I'll get the, well, I don't know. Maybe we ought to launch the lander first. I'm ready to launch. We're going. Are the seats full? Yes. Can I just, I feel like I want to save. Just save right over it? Yes. What's this? Do I want to overwrite the existence? That's, yes, that's what I mean by that. Thanks for asking. I mean, it's good to, yeah, I don't not want them to. Okay, we're ready to launch this. It's rickety. Where are we going? We're going out that way. I could have put more. Several ways. It's a pretty dumb looking rocket. Okay, let's launch it. We're at full throttle. I don't like that it does that automatically, and I think that's probably a button that I could click on it. Anyway. There's a countdown, right? Yeah. And that the SAS is already automatically on. This is cool. Yeah. Nice. Sounds good. Oh, I forgot to put rockets to make the thrusters go away from everything. What was that? Something broke? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I can see the flames spreading out as the atmosphere thins. Oh, it's spaghetti. Oh, I need more structure there. Got a limp noodle. How's my fuel doing? Oh, I'm out of fuel on these ones before the thrusters. Can I get rid of those? No, not that one. It's this one. How do I do them manually? It won't let me. There we go. Get rid of those. Yay. Get rid of those. I'm probably way too high. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, that's not working very well. Let's stop. Nope, the reaction wheel doesn't hold that very well. It said large ships. Maybe not this large. Yeah, that's not going to work well. I don't think this ship's going to orbit. That's a bit much. It's just in a bad spot. Hmm. We'll worry about that later. Can we get on? I don't have any control over it, huh? All right. It's a bad burn. Didn't bring any of that. Probably need some. Ship's too big for the control wheel to manage it. We need it to be pointing over there, and it's not. All right, so there's that. It's a good practice. Just need some RCS. Was actually surprised that our boosters didn't blow up when we got rid of those, so that's a good thing to know. We get away with that. It was pretty risky. After we launched, I realized that. Hadn't thought that through very well. Couple of things, right? It was very noodly, so we can fix that real quick here with some structure stuff. We live, we learn. Oh, that's supposed to be 2 of those there. Symmetry, buddy, symmetry. How come that? It used to be that it was cool. Okay. That can also up there somewhere. That'll help denudify that part of it. What else then? Well, it was those boosters. They got way more fuel than the liquid ones on the side, which I guess, you know, I didn't throttle down. That's what that was. All right. And I think I got way too much fuel down here. Like, I think we'll end up leaving a lot of it behind. Right when we get into orbit. Okay, I think we're going to be all right. Did I fix that? It was noodly. We fixed that. Forgot to throttle down. That fixed the issue with the solid rocket boosters lasting longer than my outer liquid fuel tanks. Yeah. In fact, I'm pretty sure. I'll change that around. Get rid of these. How do I get rid of them? Delete. Yes. I'm going to put those motors back on there. And wait a minute, really? No. Better not. Okay. All right. Okay. This helps denudify it, noodleify it. Hopefully. And that's it. That's it, right? That is it. We're going to do it this time. Got to remember to throttle back after launch. And we will lose those before we lose this. Let's do it. Let's put it in orbit. And we'll come. Oh, wait. It rocked too much when it went out there. Or that was the last one, and the message was just catching up to us? I don't understand. No, it was probably that one when they set it out on the pad. It broke something, but not this time. Sometimes you got to be a little easy with it. I'm actually gonna let's see what it's like. You know, kind of a far off view. Does it take a little while for the sound to get to us? Kind of a thing. Oh, that's as far as we can get. Yikes. See if we can. Yep. Like we can't. Oh, really? As far as we can get, just off to the other side of the lakes, huh? Okay. Here we go. Throttle's already up. SA. Oh, I didn't. Why didn't you stop me? There was more we had to do. Real quick, our RCS. Rocket controlled system. For steering. Because that reaction wheel isn't enough to steer this big old monstrosity. It should be able to steer itself okay in space. I hope. But actually, RCS on that will do if we're going to do any docking. Silly me. Where'd they put those? Can't remember. Was it just everything's under rockets? Nope. Ooh, I didn't see those. Oh, I forgot about that too. Gosh, I was just so eager to launch. Some solar panels, we'll need those. A couple of those. Those will deploy when we get out there. Oh, I thought if I could click on it, I could show the deployment. Okay, anyway, that's done. What else? We already have a battery with us, so that's okay too. Do we have to worry about heat? Just that, okay. RCS. Don't really need that for any reason. There it is. In utility. Some forward. Some aft. That get attached over there. Yes. As well. That should be able to control the ship. Just need some extra monopropellant to waste because I'm wasteful. Monopropellant. Let's bring some extra of this. Does that? Yeah, okay, good. Yeah. Other one right there. Happened. What's going on there? Put them on the outside? Nah. The inside tank. Yeah, might as well. Just right there. Hopefully that'll be enough for me to make some maneuvers and dock in orbit. All right. But also, right, quick, it's got to have some. This guy's got to have some. There. Down there. Yep, good. And some monopropellant for this. Well, probably more than enough. Yep, hopefully that's symmetric. Nope. Real quick. Enough to get off the launch pad and for a round trip to the moon. Yes. That's more than we need because that includes landing, which this vehicle is not going to land. It's going to be a separate vehicle landing that will be launching shortly after this one. You already know that. Said it a few times over. I think I'm ready. For real this time. It is that sound. This sound. Not the blue. the last bit of it. Maybe that's my best guess. Is there's the autosave makes an audible sound. Didn't blow up when we went on the launch pad this time. What are we doing? From afar. RCS is on. Far, can we get away this far? See if there's some delay. The sound throttles all the way up. ASS is on. We'll throttle back shortly after clearing the pad. Sounds really cool in the headphones. It's an impressive crackle for them motors. Throttle back. Start to pitch over just a little bit. We're still getting a little of the, but not as noodly. Don't know what that sound was. It sounded like a one of the struts breaking. See our Kerbals in there. Oh, that was them again. So we lost. All right, need to get rid of those before. Remember that later. Wonder if I could manually do it without. That was such a bad idea. Especially since the other one's just burnt out. Nothing blew up yet, or close to us anyway. They might still hit each other. I don't know. I want to kill that engine. Figure out where we're going. Probably needed more before killing that engine. Yeah, we're not going to make it. All right. What's going on here? Yeah, may have lost it. Let's try, see where that gets us to, if it's salvageable. Not really. Okay, let's try this one more time. Work out how to launch this. I think I might just have to get rid of the... I mean, yeah, that'd be a good thing. If I can't get it to where I could throttle back so much that the solid rocket boosters aren't going to give up their fuel before the liquid, just switch it around. We'll get rid of those. Easy. Let me add one first. Those will go down there. These will go up here. Just get rid of that one. Okay. It's a poorly built rocket. We'll get rid of those that burn out first, and then those. Losing that weight should be enough to get us there. If I just fly it right, it'll work. RCS. Even in that, it was very hard to control with the RCS. I might need more of those to make it more maneuverable. It worked. Go with it, right? Yeah, or go for launch. Love this sound. Starts to roar. It's awesome. Speed is over here, altitude, angle, all that. Start our turn going that way. Supposed to throttle that down. They're still about to burn out right now. We'll get rid of them. There it is. Clean jettison. Good. Oh no. Trying to stay on this 90-degree mark and I got a little off. Get rid of those motors. Oh, that was not clean, but it was kind to us. Oh, what's going on? Oh, I don't have any control, huh? Nah. Okay. We'll try it again. Right. That was a lot cleaner that time, but... Maybe we should just go higher before. I think... Put on some more RCS real quick so it's easier to steer. Where was that? Down in utility. Just real quick, we'll add some more of those motors. Times 4. Right up in here. That go in the right spot? Sure did. Right in the center there. Hopefully that'll help turn it. And... yeah, let's go with it. Hopefully it'll work. I don't know. Out here, yeah. It's clean view. We're ready. RCS is on. Yeah. Throttle it back a little bit. That liquid fuel's going quick though, much quicker than the solid, so definitely jettison those. Don't want them to fall right back on everything. Oh, that was them, huh? Here they go. Just sort of watch it here. The AP, hopefully that'll raise up to 100 or so before we get to it, which I don't know. Yeah, we might make it. We're not exactly along to 90. That's all right. We'll worry about that with the next launch. If I can get this to go. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna make it now that I see it. How much fuel we got? Plenty of fuel, just not enough. Giddy up, huh? I'm tilted too far over. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I don't know if we're gonna make it. Maybe though. I mean, it's just that's starting to grow. Yeah, that's a good sign. That's still going up, and the time to get there is growing. All good signs. And of course, this becoming positive and up to 100. ultimately is good. We'll have to make a second burn though. We'll get this up to 100 or so. Kill the engine. Get up to there and then straighten it out. Still got plenty of fuel. Somewhat along the 90-degree vector line, or yeah, we're gonna make it. Give yourselves a little extra just for comfort. Lost the sound there for a moment. Having some conductivity issues. I sure am. Give it a second. It'll settle down. Yeah, on my end. Oh, geez. I got carried away. That's okay. How much fuel? Yeah, we'll be all right. Go to the map. Yeah, this is much higher than I wanted it to be, but it's there. Jeez. What does that bring that up to? Doesn't want to say. Really? Can't just hover over that and you let me know? Okay. Wow. Huh. It's supposed to, or someday that they'll write that into the code for it to. Generally, when you hover over this, it's supposed to tell you the altitude. It anticipates the theoretical trajectory to get to. It looks high enough, maybe not. A little more. Probably about there. Tell me now. I think it was there for a second. No. We're going to be all right. Let's just warp over there. That'll warp us to that maneuver, and then we'll put ourselves on the right position. Hopefully the ship will turn quickly enough. So now we'll be there in 22 seconds, and we need to burn for this long. However long that is, it'll tell us once we start burning. In the original game, that it tells you all that information beforehand. They don't have this one up to speed yet. It's early access. They got cool chatter, but we had that in the old game too. It was a mod, sure, but we had it. Supposed to be burning, ain't it? I don't think I was on the thing yet. My ship had trouble turning there. Yep, and there's the camera shift into orbit. We're probably pretty good. I don't like the way it doesn't go all the way down. Yeah, that's a dumb orbit. That's what we're actually at, right? Yeah, it's all right. And there we are. Oh, by the way, we might just have enough to do it. Watch this. Hang on. See if I can do this. Turn retrograde real quick. No, I don't have enough fuel to do this. Why are you goofing around? Gonna take forever to get you to spin that thing around. Because I wanted to drop this lower tank back into the atmosphere. We don't really need it, and it's certainly not going to be useful for docking. We need the little guy to be able to move a lot faster than this. So what I have in mind is to actually turn retrograde, drop the orbit back into the atmosphere, let go of that tank, turn back around and raise it back up. Let's see what happens. That should be enough. See, that tells me. Good. Yeah, that'll drop it into the... And then we'll get rid of it. Let's go in prograde, get rid of that, and then we can just go prograde. That'll fall back to Kerbal. We'll use a little bit of our fuel to put us back into an orbit. Oh, but I don't want to smack right into our ship. Should, yeah. Hopefully, see how we get lined up. That's probably enough. But I keep going anyway, huh? That's enough. Stop it. Good. Okay. We're there. We're in a solid orbit. 177 and 183. Pretty much along the 90-degree mark, so it should be easy to find when we launch to rendezvous. Right. Good. Yeah, and that other piece of our vehicle should fall back to Kerbal, so we're not having a bunch of space junk out there. And there we are. So, boy, that took a while, but I'm going to wrap this one up. And in the next exciting episode, hang on, let me get these guys set for orbit. Let's unfurl the panels so that when we do go around into the sun, did they open? Yeah, they're there. It's just really hard to see. We could turn the RCS off. Load here. How about in the pod? Do you have lights in there? Lights were already on. Great. I think that's Val. I don't know. The other two, Bill. Oh, yep, Bob and Jebediah. Or maybe that's Valentina. So the other two are on the other side. That's weird. Anyway, what happens if I hit the C? Nope. Doesn't take us inside. What about V? Goes through all the cameras. Is one of them an inside first-person camera? No. I think that was it. Is that the one? Body, I think. Yeah. All right. Yep, we'll just let them sit out here. There's the tank. It'll eventually fall in. They'll just sit out here, nice and neat. Think they'll be okay. Good. All right, I'm gonna end that one here, get myself something to eat, and be back a little later. All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye. See ya.